Okay, good morning. My name is Amir Gergis. I'm with Better Distribution. And one of the products that we want to introduce you guys to here in the Kitchener-Waterloo area is a product called the Panstand. Now, this is not your typical appliance. This is something unique and something that helps you integrate your laundry into your house a little easier. So what is the Panstand? Well, if you are living in a condo or an apartment, or you have a basement apartment and you don't have room for full-size laundry, then normally you'll buy something that's like of a 24-inch size. And this pan, the Panstand, was designed specifically for that. And it serves several different purposes. One, as you'll notice, it is 5.5 inches high. So when you're playing with the smaller laundry size, they sit lower to the ground. So this unit will help elevate the unit up off the ground. Now in the US, where the ADA requirements are very strict, this product is built to that ADA requirement. So someone that's sitting in a wheelchair or someone who has a different physical handicap, that unit is easier for them to access without them having to bend over or reach up from a wheelchair. So that's the first feature of this. The second feature of the Panstand is, unlike a laundry pans that you can buy at Home Depot or Canadian Tire, where it sort of sits on it, this unit is built so that the laundry machine sits on top. And it's sized so that the legs of the unit will sit in the corner. And what's unique about that is that this has a reservoir. It is a 6-gallon reservoir. And then for 6 gallons in a 24-inch laundry, that will hold the full capacity of the liquid during a full wash cycle. So if you have a leak or you get a little flood or something because the machine isn't working properly, this will hold the full amount of water in there, and it's not going to get on your floors and flood out your basement, or if it's on the second floor or whatever, and cause a lot of damage to your floors and walls, et cetera, et cetera. So that's one of the big features of this. With the reservoir, we include a pump. So this pump literally sits inside, like so, and it's like a sump pump. So as soon as it senses water, it starts to pump. Now you're going to say, where's the water go? Well, the water comes out of this tube, and then if you'll notice, with this tube that will connect in here, you'll notice we have a crescent-shaped adapter. And this little adapter is designed to fit over the water discharge hose that's coming out of the back of your washing machine. So you don't have to put in a separate drain to incorporate this. Just sort of loop it through and over the hose, and it goes right into that drain. And that way, if for whatever reason you do have a flood, that water drains out through that drain, and we don't have any extra work that we have to do from that perspective.
Tammy's asking, how do you empty it?
Well, it's going to pump out. So if the unit senses the water, it will automatically start to pump, and you can see it sits pretty low to the surface. So once you do it, it'll pull it out. The rest, if there's like a little bit of water left on the bottom, it will evaporate. So we don't have to worry about that. But it's when you get that huge surge of water that we worry about. So if you have the perfect installation and you've bought the perfect laundry machine and we don't have to worry about the flooding part, the big feature that I love talking to people about with this unit is the fact that it makes installation super, super easy. So when you put your laundry on top, whether it's just the washing machine or the washer and the dryer, if you notice at the front, you have a little disc spout here. Now you pop this thing off and you put a ShopVac to it. And you attach the hose to the exit port, not the entry port, because we want to blow the air out. And then this thing literally becomes a hovercraft. And with the air pressure that you get from the ShopVac, it will elevate it just a little bit so that you can slide it on the floor with zero effort. So this thing's designed to hold 500 or 600 pounds. So once you've connected the ShopVac, now you can literally just slide the pan along the floor and slide it right into the opening where the unit is supposed to go without damaging the floor, without damaging the legs on your washing machine, without damaging the walls. And especially if you've attached the dryer above it, then you don't have to worry about shaking and shaking and shaking and loosening the duct piece that you have to attach to your dryer. It just literally slides back and forth. And from a service perspective, that's a huge plus, because if you have a problem with your laundry machine and the service technician comes in, they spend a lot of time jimmying the thing out of the opening, but with this thing, they just plug in the ShopVac and slide it right out, do the work they need to do, and slide it right back in.
We have another question. Does the pump only have to be plugged in at all the time, or only when you have a leak?
No, you will plug it in all the time. Once it's plugged, and it will only turn on when the sensor senses that there's water in the pan. That's the only time. It works like a regular sump pump that you would have in your basement. I don't even know if they install those anymore, but in the old days, we used to have sump pumps in the basement in case you got a flood there in the spring. So yeah, once you plug it in, you just leave it and forget about it. It doesn't require any maintenance. It's made of an ABS plastic, so it's virtually indestructible. And once it's there, it's there. If you're doing cleaning and stuff, because you've got dirt on the floor or whatever, connect the ShopVac, pull it out, vacuum or sweep in the area, and then put it right back. If you need to clean your dryer vent in the spring, just do the same thing. Pull it out, disconnect the hose, clean out the duct, clean out the back of the dryer, connect it, and then just slide it back in. So it makes the installation and servicing of your laundry machine really easy, and it saves you a lot of work having to do renovation because you've dinged the drywall or something like that, and then you don't have to fix that ever again. And that's the Panstand. It's not a super sexy thing. It's not a fancy fridge. But for people that have 24-inch laundry in really tight spots, this thing is a great addition for you to consider when you're buying either a new pair of laundry or for one that you already have sitting in your condo or your basement. So if you guys have questions, send the links or whatever, and we'll be happy to answer them. But this is basically what we have to tell you today about the Panstand. Thanks for joining us.